Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today is my February check-in. It's the last Sunday of the month for my No Buy Art Supply 2022. And I want to start off first by talking about what I didn't buy and why, my moods and feelings and stuff. And then I'll move on to empties and some other things that are going on. So, February didn't slow down from January, and I'm kind of taking into account when I write down things I would have purchased. I'm not taking into account that if I had purchased this in January, then I'm not writing it down here. So because I didn't purchase sketchbooks in January, technically that sort of would roll over and I would still want those sketchbooks in February. So I would write those again, but I'm not doing that. I'm pretending that I purchased these items. So these are the items in addition to what I would have fake purchased. And as the months keep going, I think that's going to be an important distinction, that I don't roll over certain things. But just know that even if I had purchased all this, I still would have purchased all this. Okay. That being said, so what would I have purchased? And my brain went all around in circles this month of February. So I've been doing a very specific drawing challenge with an art supply I don't care for. And because of that, I want to buy this specific pastel pencil in a better quality from a different company. And I wanted to buy the Caran d'Ache pastel pencils. And it was a smaller set, and I'll tell you the price anyways. It's $109. They're a legacy company, their stuff costs more. This is a want. It's something I genuinely want. So it wasn't like a whimsical thing. Choosing Keeping is a company that is in Europe. They're not in the United States. So when I write the price, it doesn't include shipping. So they had a really beautiful notebook. I was absolutely bored. And when I translated the money into US dollar, it was $68.16. Gucci, which I don't care for name brands, they have a garden notebook set that has snakes on the cover. And I may have a thing for snakes on covers. I don't know what to tell you. It was definitely an impulse. Like, I found it on sale for $56.99. I'm like, I'm not buying that. If I want snakes on every cover of every sketchbook I go to do from here on out, I'm going to draw them. I'm going to make them amazing. I don't need some name brand's version of it. No. Ink. There's a tea ink called Oolong. It's $27. I just want it. I just love the color brown. It's going to get me into trouble. I think it's such a rich, beautiful color that can be paired with all these other things. It's definitely not good. Excuse me. Cloth and Paper, which is sort of a stationery company, has ink pens, and I sort of rounded up about how many I would have wanted, and I figured maybe about $15 worth, and maybe for a specific project. I'm going to come back to this in a second. So, more pastels. The Sennelier makes a portrait set that's deeper skin tones. They're darker shades. I want it. It's $13.98. I said, no, use what you have. Odyssey notebook in Jupiter. It's almost $40 for a specific project. Nope. We know how many sketchbooks I have at this point. Just stop. No, it's not necessary. This is how I talk myself out of it. An exhibition mug for Delita Martin. I wanted to support this artist. She has a really beautiful mug. I have some mugs. I don't collect anything. We're not collectors in this house. So the mug would just get used. Like, I would either put art supplies in it or I would have tea in it. And I didn't buy that because I'm doing a no buy. Anyway, the mug's $20. Art supplies that are stickers, $5. I was bored. Stickers is absolutely a boredom impulse, and I know that about me now. Swahili Modern makes a really cool sketchbook that's fair trade. And I love that. I would fair trade all my sketchbooks if I could. It's $28. It's definitely an impulse. It's an impulse purchase because it didn't have enough information. When companies don't provide paper weight or content of paper, like what's it, the percentage, if it's a watercolor paper and they don't say anything about cotton content, I'm going to infer that it's an impulse because I just don't know enough about it to know what art supplies I can use it with. Pastel pencil sampler, again, it goes with the top one. I want to try some pastel pencils from other companies. It would make a great informational video for you. It would be great information for me and furthering my art career, but I'm doing a no buy. So this is something that I feel I need, but it's going to have to wait till next year. And it's going to go on next year's shopping list. So art newspaper subscription. And the art newspaper is a company that does nothing but art news, and it comes in newspaper format. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm 42, my eyes are tired, I don't want to be online reading every article known to man. I would like this subscription, the paper version. It's $120. So looking at some of these large ticket items, I would have spent for the month of February $520.58. January didn't hit $300, but February would have been over $500. Yep, that's my no buy. So these are sort of the things I felt about that. Now, as for Empties, I am proud of myself. 2 of my oldest sketchbooks, I have managed to fill them. One is Strathmore's toned gray, and I've been doing a project with it with some pencils I don't care for. I mean, here's a little, I guess, preview of some of the things I've been putting in there, but I've been filling it. So I've been using this up, and that's great. That makes me very, very happy that I can use up an art supply that I have had for a long time. This one I've been using for my channel, for making notes and things in different videos, and I've managed to use this one up too. So I have 3 really old sketchbooks, and now 2 of them are filled. And that is so, so awesome. So, I need to talk about where my mood's been at this month. So, I have noticed that overall February has been more difficult than January. The first couple of weeks of February, I absolutely was like, why did I do a no-buy again? I can afford supplies. And then I went back and I rewatched the video where I spent all the money and talked about it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm delusional and have no idea how much things cost. And environmental impact and setting a good example, that's right. So I'm going to continue to rewatch the video where I talk about how much money I spent for myself out of necessity. There are a couple things that I almost spent money on, and I'm just going to be 100% honest about it. The first one's sad. Like, I really want to donate to the Ukraine. I want to give money. I want to help out. Part of my no-buy rules is the amount of money we give for donations. We weren't going to change that, and we're still not going to change that. So I have to figure out how to help the Ukraine in a different way. And I'm looking for families within my community where we can donate clothes that the kids have outgrown that they can ship to different areas. The second thing is, oh my God, I almost bought a pen. I was like and this has to do with the cloth and paper webpage where I was looking at all the pens. I was on there and I was like, I want page flags that aren't fluorescent, that are mature and earth tones and beautiful. This is the inner workings of my brain. It's ridiculous. And clearly I need more of a challenge for my art stuff during the month because I was just left unsupervised to my own devices. And I was like, I want page flags. I don't need page flags. And I was like, and this is what it is. I think that office supplies are sort of my gateway to art supplies. And I was on there and they had a really cool looking pen. And I was like, ooh, I could use that for notes. I could be writing up things from my art around the world, making sure I don't forget dates and details. I'm like, ooh, and then I could draw with it later. My brain was on autopilot. I wasn't functioning And then I was like, wait, what? What are you doing in your own thought process? You're doing a no-buy. This is 100% an art supply. Yeah, absolutely almost bought a pen. Isn't that crazy? It's just so wild. Like, I have to consciously think about it. So I know it's time to rotate my little Post-its that are like, hey, don't buy things, get back to drawing. I need to rotate those around because I've now become blind to them. They're now part of the decor or something. I hope this check-in helped. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.